Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. We're tracking major geopolitical and regulatory developments today that could significantly impact market sentiment and specific sectors. President Trump announced Project Freedom, a massive humanitarian operation deploying 15,000 service members with guided missile destroyers and over 100 aircraft to escort neutral vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. This marks an escalation in Middle East tensions, as Iran has threatened military retaliation against any foreign forces entering the strait. With roughly one-fifth of global petroleum moving through this choke point, any disruption could send energy markets into turmoil. Brent crude is already trading near $115 per barrel this quarter, and shipping insurance costs have spiked. Simultaneously, the administration ordered a drawdown of 5,000 U.S. troops from Germany over 6 to 12 months, threatening similar withdrawals from Italy and Spain over disagreements on Iran war support. Congressional restrictions limit European troop reductions below 76,000, without Pentagon certification that moves won't harm security. But Trump retains broad commander-in-chief authority to reposition forces between countries. This puts defense contractors, logistics companies, and European-focused firms on watch as NATO's funding structure faces scrutiny. On the domestic security front, Treasury Secretary Bessent issued warnings about AI-driven bank account hacking risks following an emergency meeting with Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and Wall Street bank heads. The concern centers on Anthropic's advanced Claude Mythos Preview AI model, which discovered over 2,000 unknown software vulnerabilities in just 7 weeks of testing. Financial services stocks could see volatility as cybersecurity becomes a critical investment priority. Expect increased spending on security infrastructure across the banking sector. The Senate quietly passed legislation banning lawmakers and staff from betting on prediction market platforms like Kalshi and Polymarket. Both platforms already prohibit such conduct in their terms of service and supported the ban. This regulatory clarity could actually benefit prediction market operators by legitimizing the industry and removing insider trading concerns that have plagued their reputation. FBI Director Kash Patel announced completion of a generational overhaul, redistributing over 1,000 agents from Washington headquarters to field offices and cutting more than $300 million in spending. This restructuring signals a focus on operational efficiency that could influence how federal agencies approach budget management going forward. Finally, Social Security sustainability debates are heating up as Americans question whether the current system delivers adequate returns. One reader calculated that if Social Security contributions had been invested in the S&P 500, they would have accumulated over $4 million versus current benefit structures. With the program facing funding challenges and only 28% of Americans viewing Democrats favorably amid messaging struggles, expect fiscal policy to dominate midterm election discussions and potentially drive legislative action on entitlement reform. Watch defense contractors, cybersecurity firms, energy stocks, and financial services for volatility as these interconnected policy shifts unfold. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. Check us out at capitalcopilot.io.